Hello. It's been a hot minute. So this is my first video I'm making while living in Seattle. I thought it would be fun to do a little house tour, not because the house I'm living at is anything fancy, but just this can be like a little memento for me because this house may very well be torn down in a couple years. And I think in the time that I'm living here, I'm gonna do some major renovations to it. So for background, my mom bought this house in the 80s. It was built in the 40s, so it's very old and it needs a lot of work, but it has a lot of value to me because she bought it in her 20s and lived in it for, I think, 10 to 12 years before she met my dad. And then after they met, they bought my childhood home where I was raised and they continued to rent this house out. So it is just a little north of the city of Seattle and it's actually on Lake Washington. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what things looked like the day I moved in. I moved in on September 1st. So when you first walk in, I'll show you guys the living room. My mattress had been delivered earlier that day, so that's why there's boxes there. But it's just a nice sized living room with two kind of big bay windows. One of them faces the neighbor's house and the other faces out at Lake Washington. I had the curtains closed though, so you can't really see the view. And then there's also a fireplace, a built-in bookshelf, and it leads to the kitchen, which is painted this like mint green, really subtle like white color. And then there's all the cabinetry, and there was a bookshelf and a desk left in the kitchen when I moved in. And then if you leave the living room and go back into the other side of the house, there is like a storage closet, a bathroom, there's a small bedroom door, and then there's the master bedroom, which is where I will be living. It's pretty big. It's like all the space I think I need. My bedroom in Boston was definitely smaller. I like that it has two windows and all the walls are still white. And then the teeny bedroom is really dark because there were curtains left up in there, but it just has some shelving units and it's pretty tight in there. So that is the house the way it was when I found it. And now I will show you guys what it looks like after 2 months of my having lived here. So I'm loving the way my front porch looks with the pumpkins, and same dark blue door. I would really love to paint the rest of the house this dark blue color and the door like a yellow. And then I got this cute little, what are those things called? You guys know, a wreath. And then you walk in and obviously that wall is really blank. I have a mural in mind that I think I'm going to try to start painting this week. But this is what it looks like with a rug and a couch all pulling it together. Most of the furniture in here was donated to me by some family friends, so I'm really grateful for that. The blue couch is from Wayfair. My blanket basket is from Target. And then, yeah, I've just got my 5-minute journal, some pumpkins, candle, got these pillows, and then this is the view. I like to have the blinds open like all the time because I can see all of the leaves changing color as well as Lake Washington. And then I hung up this coat rack, which is from World Trade Market, so love that. The built-in I filled with books and candles and some picture frames. The mantle, I want to put a TV on here, but for right now it's just got candles and a framed picture. I'm hoping to put that over there in that wall, and then a different piece of art there. And I'd also like to put a mirror right there, so when you leave, you have that to like check how you look. And then the kitchen is still like this mint green, like super subtle color. I would love to paint the cabinets white. Got an extra pumpkin that I may or may not carve, but got a dish drying rack, and I like to keep my counters pretty clear. But the major difference is the refrigerator and stove are still here, but I got rid of that ugly piece of cabinetry, and I got this like wood block shelving set from Home Depot. So really like the way that looks with all my knives and my pots and pans, and obviously keep all my food and snacks over there. And then this is the kitchen, which again, this was donated by a family friend. I have a Nike bag for my recycling area, but it looks out at this. So I think really cute for two people to sit and have dinner. This nice piece of art was donated by a family friend. That clock doesn't work, and this dark blue door everybody seems to love has a can crusher in it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This is like my utility closet with all of my cleaning supplies and the water heater. I've got this box I need to take out, but there's my little Wendy Rose stool. And then I have a washer and dryer in here, which I am so grateful for after having to pay for laundry when I lived in Boston. So yeah, that is the kitchen. When you leave the living room to go into the hallway, I have a couple pieces of art on the walls to spruce it up a little bit. This is like a shelving storage unit, which I actually really like. I'm kind of glad it's not a coat closet because I had more stuff that I just needed to store there. Not gonna show the bathroom or the little room, or I guess I'll show the little room quickly. This has just become like an office space. I have my hamper, I have toilet paper, my desk. I have a little gray couch that I would love to make into like a podcast couch, and then shelving units. But yeah, this door mostly stays closed because this room is a nightmare. And then my favorite room of the house is my bedroom. Cute little feature is this light post says Lumos and Knox. That was gifted to me by a friend. And then I have my dark blue bed cover, orange pillows, full length body mirror. I have my tapestry, which has literally followed me all the way since college. My lamp, my jewelry collection, that was painted for me by a friend. And then, yeah, this is my favorite room because all I do is sleep in here. That is it. I like the way my dresser looks with my like tree jewelry holder and then my tree tapestry. It's kind of my forest themed room, I like to think of it as. So, and then I also have some storage under my bed. I have like one little drawer there along with two underneath on this side. So I like how clean and like minimal it looks. Along with the mural on the other side of this wall, I'd love to paint a mural here too, but that will be in a like renovation DIY video. So other than that, pretty happy with how this room looks. That wall is really bare, but I might put that tapestry there if I put a mural here. So we shall see. Now that I've shown you guys the house, I figured we could just go to Ace Hardware together. Sometimes vlogging makes me feel like I'm not alone, you know? It makes me feel like I have someone with me even though I am still just alone. So what I want to do for the mural on the big wall in the living room, I'm going to insert pictures right here of what I'm thinking. Not as squiggly, these lines. I don't feel like I want them that close together. I want something that like spreads out a little more, but I love the idea of having like 3 colors, like almost in an ombre, like go from dark to light with like a white stripe in the middle to separate them. And I think I've determined the colors I want. I really like this strip of purple. I don't know how I feel about the bottom one, but I like the idea of these two, either with the white stripe in the middle or maybe followed by another even lighter shade of purple. You guys are in the car mount, by the way, so that's why my hands are on the wheel. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go pick up that paint along with some paintbrushes and a tarp, and the whole like before and after will probably be in like a renovation video. I'd love to show like all the work I do on the house, but it's also gonna be years in the making, so I figured why not just document this first step of it. All right, you guys, got the goods. Somehow this was like $100, but I guess it's not that surprising because I got 3 different shades of purple, and I think those are primers, brushes, and a little tarp. And then I also got some masking tape. Next stop, completely unrelated, is Goodwill, because I need a Halloween costume. I don't have one yet, and if you've been watching for like the last 3 years, I think I have vlogged the last 3 Halloweens. Last year, I was in Boston and I was a cowgirl, and then the year before that, I was an angel of death. I was trying to be this girl from One Tree Hill. If you guys watch One Tree Hill, shout out Peyton. She's the best character on that show. She's a moody bitch like me. I want to be Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb. So that's the vibe. Just drove to University Way, so now I'm near UW, and I was just thinking on the way here about how Seattle is so big. Like in Boston, you don't need a car. It definitely benefits you to have a car, but the public transportation system is so good that you don't need one to get like all the way around. But in Seattle, it's like you need a car. Like it is way too big and spread out to not have a car. So anyway, I am very happy because I just found a place to park. The Goodwill's right here. Thinking Perry the Platypus vibes, like a big detective brown hat and like a green bodysuit, but Lord knows if I'll find anything like that. So you know, it's like, well, the hat is correct. The color of shirt, correct. And then the little accent of orange, also correct. But, not what I was picturing. So I'm gonna keep looking. And yeah, I found some cute jeans and like a pullover fleece. So I'm gonna try those on. Now this, I'm taking. This is like my style totally. It's so 90s. I think it's from the Gap. So you're coming home with me. So I just stopped to get a coffee at my favorite coffee place. It's called Van Gogh. Look at their cute little Halloween sticker. It's so cute. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyway, I'm gonna end off this vlog because I'm not doing anything interesting and I have to leave for work soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the little house tour, and I will see you guys in my next one for I don't know what the fuck. Okay.